Hey guys, I'm back again to give you a little preview of what we've got coming up for the weekend. Of course, our youth group has traveled over to the Challenge Youth Conference, CYC. That's taking place over in the Sevierville, Pigeon Forge area. So if you would keep them in mind, keep them in your prayers for safe travels and things like that. We pray that they'll be uplifted and that our youth group will be strengthened by what they're able to learn this weekend. Also, want to keep in mind that we have the memorial service at the building here at 1 o'clock on Saturday for Brother Ben Jones. So we need to keep his family in mind, and if you are planning on that, make plans to be here at 1 o'clock. Also, we want to keep Brother Louis Kuykendall in our prayers for the loss of his mother this past week. Those are just a few things that we need to be praying about. Now, as far as the lesson goes for this weekend, we're going to be talking about considering the poor. I don't know if you've ever tried to look through the Bible and find all the verses that talk about lifting up the poor, the fatherless, the widow, the downtrodden, the orphan. There are just countless verses like this all throughout the Bible. Going back to the history of the Israelites, from the very beginning, God wanted the Israelites to, when they were gleaning the fields, He wanted them to leave the edges for the stranger and the sojourner that was passing through that might be in need of help. God has just always made provisions for the needy, for people that needed help. And the Bible is filled with verses that talk about things like this. In fact, James associates it with, he says it's pure and undefiled religion to help the widow and the orphan in their time of need and to keep oneself unspotted from the world. So again, all throughout the Bible, we're going to be focusing in though on some specific verses. Psalm 41 verses 1 through 3, that's going to be the focus of our lesson this weekend, which is consider the poor. And we're going to be looking at some blessings that this group of verses talk about. And we also might look elsewhere and see what some of the curses are for those who do not help those who are in need. I think it'll be an interesting study for us, and I pray that you're able to join us here at the building at 9 o'clock on Sunday morning. If you're not able to do that, we will be coming out live on Facebook, and that video will be available on Facebook afterwards as a recording. So pray that you're able to join us. Don't miss this lesson. I believe it will be beneficial to you. And I pray that you have a blessed weekend.